What's up, everybody? Stephen Ding here. We have Mr. Wiggles.
Peace, y'all. The Almighty Supreme.
Hey. So we just taught a class. You just taught a class at
Yes,
this
sir.
Slick dance camp.
Awesome camp.
Yeah. Before your classes, we also had an event, Battle Ground Zero.
Yes.
And you judged that event.
Yes, I
You
did.
judged breaking,
Yeah.
right?
Good job.
So how did you like the B-boys in Thailand?
Well, I already knew they got skills out here.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. And, you know, I'm a B-boy. I know how to pick them. Even though I picked a losing squad.
You did?
But I did pick a group that I believed in at that moment that did the right kind of round. And when I choose a B-boy crew, I'm looking at pace and who can go 20 rounds, you know. So, but both crews were nasty.
Yeah. The music was off the chain. Buddha Stretch was like
Wow,
really hitting it hard. Like,
yeah.
I mean, this is how I felt about the Thai dancers. They really had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just like straight up battling and whatnot. They had like they were playing around. Yeah. You know, they had all their characters and whatnot. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes, they did. I did.
Yeah.
Especially in the all-style battle.
Right. There's like poppers, lockers.
You know, B-boys are gonna be B-boys and B-girls. They're gonna go hard. They're gonna stay gangster. But they also did great. And then the all-stylers went off, man. They had a lot of fun. So
speaking of this particular point, being hard or having fun, can you have both?
No. The B-boy and the B-girl is built on the hard rock attitude. Hard rocky means gangster or thuggish. You can clown and you can burn. And they did both. They did clowning and they did burning. But you see they kept it hard, what we call hard rock.
Right.
Hard rock.
But then for all-stylers, when they're having fun at the battle, that's how they usually win, right?
Well, all-style is a new concept.
Okay.
We had a dance contest. And that meant one goes, does a performance, and finished.
Right.
Not face-to-face.
So you wouldn't call it as an actual battle, not like the ones that you guys did back in the day.
None of these battles are actual battles.
Okay.
No. These are organized events to give away prizes. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
But no, a battle is 10, 20, 30 rounds. Yeah.
So you mentioned it during the class. You're saying like how you guys battle for your rep.
Yeah.
It's not about like, okay, 3 rounds, there's a certain time limit and whatnot. No. You just go for it. And if you lose today, the next day, like the other neighborhood would know about, like this guy just lost. His name's gone. Like, no way, right?
You're taking names, you're taking reputations.
So it's very hardcore. It's about reputation. And was there like price or anything like that? Not really, right?
Girls.
Girls.
Jackets.
But it's not like, okay, $500. Nothing like that.
No,
no. Gotcha. Now, another questions I had, we actually talked about it the other day. You did mention like Ian was a choreographer, and then he battled, there was poppers that were at the event, and you made them battle him.
Well, Ian, I've known since a little boy,
right?
And he's a commercial dancer, choreographer now,
right?
But he will come to my class, people would look at him like, oh, this celebrity guy's here.
Right.
And I'd see it, and I'd be like, okay, at the end of my class, anybody want to battle Ian? And they'd be like, huh? And I'm like, he can battle. And then they'd throw their hand up, and Ian would commence to fuck them up. Because they didn't know Ian was raised battling, popping.
And he's got it. It's not like he's a choreographer.
He's my student and Poppin' Pete's student. Don't believe me? Call him out.
There you go.
He will battle.
Yeah. So now, another question that's related. So there were different styles that were developed by a certain group of people, like Electric Boogaloo's, Elite Force, Dance Fusion, right? But did the dance existed before?
Well, we got history of dance in New York, and I can speak for New York by saying the mambo scene from our parents and the jazz scene from our parents, from the African American parents.
Yes.
They laid the foundation for all of us.
So it was already there, but you guys put the terms together.
We put the hip and the hop.
Okay.
We put the skip and the rock. We put the funk flavor on top of what our parents did.
Right. So would you say that's happening again, like right now, like
always.
the light feet people,
always,
the turfing, you know?
America's still creating.
Right.
We have not stopped creating.
Okay. So how do you see like urban dance? I mean, because it's a very popular
well,
dance,
I remember
right?
urban dance in the beginning.
Yes.
And it was actually, in my opinion, from the Asian community, because in LA, when we would go to LA, we would hear about the college and school competition, dance team competitions.
Right.
And at that time, the Kinjas can break this down better than me.
Sure.
We would hear about them, that they were using popping, locking, breaking, rocking with the new party dances.
So do you see them separate from the street dance culture and everything? Or
No, I don't. I think that I think the promoters, to make money, tend to separate it.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. I don't see it separated
But
at
it
all.
should be the same thing because they are doing
I believe
hip-hop
it.
dance.
I think so. They're using elements of street dance.
Right.
Meaning whacking, house, hip hop, freestyle, up rock,
Yes.
boogaloo. Yeah. I think in my opinion, urban means street. You
Right.
can't get around that. And yeah, it's a part of the community.
So you did
The
mention
street style dance community.
Right. You also mentioned when we had the conversation that it's about time to bridge the gap, saying that a lot of people that are learning all those urban dance right now probably don't know too much history about street dance history, where it came from,
Right.
You know, who made certain styles of dance and stuff like that. And there are events that actually do that, but some of them don't, you know. So how do you play this role of, you know, being in such a dance camp such as Slick Dance Camp and dropping knowledge on dancers that are relatively young or super young, you know? And what do you think that's there's a good way for these guys to learn?
This is how we bridge in the gap.
Right.
People think it's the workshop. That's one way. The real way is that Lando enters hip hop freestyle battles. Ian enters poppin' and boogaloo battles. The Kinjas entered all style battles.
They did, right?
And they don't gotta win. They just making their bones. They're making their name. They're letting people know we are part of the community by battling.
Okay.
And that's the best way to bridge the gap. Let go of your fear. Jump in them battles. You're gonna earn the respect. And then the freestylers have to probably learn new studio dance urban etiquette in when we're presenting knowledge. We can't be assholes and type in caps and say fuck urban dance. You gotta communicate by dancing with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier about like the Asian community, one in LA, in the Americas, but also like the Asian countries that are doing a lot of things right now. So speaking of this industry, right? Where do you see it's happening? Like, is it happening more in Asia? How about the United States right now? I mean, you still live in the state, but you do travel all over.
I believe urban is another United States creation, and all the original urban dancers, the choreo dancers, had one foundation. Some were house.
Yes.
Some were whacking, some were locking, some were boogalooing, but they're all gonna fall back on their foundation. Kinjas with the tutting and the isolation and the robotics, and my brothers with the masks. Jabberwockies, they were freestyle hip hoppers, and they did a little bit of everything, and they were performing with us. You know?
Right. Do you feel like the industry had changed a lot from like back in the days, how you were? You know, going on tours and whatnot, and how it is now?
Nope, they're doing what we did. They're having their moment. And because they're having their moment now, we warn them, it will end. It's a bubble. And when it ends, you better have learned foundation. You better have mastered techniques. Otherwise, you will be a DJ. Or you're gonna stop dancing. Because you're gonna realize I spent 20 years and I didn't master house technique, freestyle hip hop, how to pop.
Right.
Yep.
So, okay, what are the, I guess, encouragement or advice for the younger crowd out there?
Master techniques, get in the Elite Force, electric boogaloo classes, locker classes, house dance classes. Learn techniques. When I teach you a technique, I'm putting money in your pocket. I'm extending your career. You'll know you're learning a technique when your teacher makes you do one thing 1,000 times, not 1,000 things one time.
Ooh. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Wiggle.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Congratulations to my brother. We're gonna make it big, y'all. We're gonna be rich.
Oh, we're gonna be rich. All right.
This is my honor, my brother. God
Thank
bless
you.
I'm proud of you.
Yes.
You made it happen.